Thanks for checking out Chamber Web TV. This is Cambridge Votes 2014. We're having a conversation with the candidates for the October 27th municipal election. I'm Brian Butcher. I'm Vice President here at the Chamber, and I'm happy to welcome into the studio today Mohammad Darr, candidate in Ward 8. Mohammad, thank you for coming in to talk with me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
How are things going? The campaign's in full swing now?
Yes, it is, and we are working hard. We are trying.
Talking to people, having fun?
We are knocking at the doors, talking to the people, and
that's,
listening to their concerns.
Well, that's great. That's what you need to do. And,
yes.
And let them listen to your solutions.
Sure.
Hopefully you have some solutions for them.
Yeah, we'll try.
That's good.
For sure.
Okay, Mohammad, let me ask you, why are you running for Ward 8?
Ward 8, I'm running because I have lived in Cambridge for over 40 years. I have been involved in lots of other activities like volunteer work, helping the people, and now I thought this is about a time I can do full-time, help the people, and whatever we are talking problems, solve it, and be part of the solutions.
Well,
and see Cambridge
key.
Growing.
That's key. I mean, it's nice to be in the community. It's better to be a significant part of the community and help it out, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So you're going to help out Cambridge. What do you see as the biggest issue facing Cambridge? Maybe all municipalities.
Cambridge or my ward? Cambridge. Well,
Cambridge.
Cambridge, Brian, I have, like I said, I lived here almost 41 years, right? When I moved in, it was like a small township.
Yeah.
And we grew fast, like some other communities like Milton. And in the meantime, we could not, keep up with the infrastructures and the thing that, you need for a city to grow.
Yeah,
which
infrastructure.
in one way was good, but other ways we lack something. Like, for example, our underground, not above ground, but the underground work.
All that stuff you don't see.
It needs to be looked after. It needs to be done now. That's one area. The other area is Cambridge is a good city now, big city now. Our location is very good, strategical. We don't have a convention center. So I like to see that.
Boy, you're singing our tune now.
Yes. Well, we want to see a convention center. Plus, yes, we have a campus for University of Waterloo. Yeah. But whenever I go to Brantford, look at Brantford, how many students they have in the downtown. So I think we can do better than that. We should bring more universities, campuses, and also what we have, it should be increased. So I think we have to work on those lines.
I certainly agree with you on the convention center. A convention center wouldn't just change things for business. It can change so much. It can drive economic development. It can drive the economy and prosperity, more people coming, more businesses building up around it, and by that probably retail and service businesses. It can make a huge difference to the community.
We need that.
Yeah.
Also, we lost many services, as you know. Like when you go on Main Street, the court building is vacant. I try to sell them too, and nobody wants it, right?
Yeah.
And plus registry office, driving school, driving examination center, we lost, And I think we want to try and bring these things back for our people.
You'd think we're big enough for that, wouldn't you?
I think we are, and we will be, in the near future.
Yeah, we had them before, and now that we're all grown up, we don't get them anymore. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
So I think those are the things that we want to work hard on, those issues.
And what about in Ward 8, Mohammad? Do you have a particular issue in Ward 8 of concern?
Ward 8, as you know, is one of the biggest wards, right? Mm-hmm. And because of its location, everybody wants to be on that direct side, and we have right now more than 13,000 voters in that area, right? Ward 8, we have, first of all, we all heard the problem of the roundabouts, right? Yeah. Yes, that's a regional issue for sure, we know that. But that's one problem, like near St. Benedict School, right? But Burnett Avenue, I don't know many, when I knocked, yesterday I was knocking on Burnett Avenue, the newer section. Yep. Believe me, people are so upset, that road became so busy now that they lost their privacy, value of home, they are afraid that will go down, right? So that's another area that we should work on that, and I pledge that I will work on that so the people address our concern, especially now you know that grocery store is coming.
Mm-hmm.
When that comes, the traffic will be increased more, and
Yeah.
people are
Well,
worried.
Well,
That's one, but that's traffic, that's a common issue. But the other one, we don't have recreation facilities in that ward. We don't have swimming pool or even if it's closer to that, it will be fine. But that's another area that we need, that people have that, for children. And we do have a library, it's great, but we need more facilities for our children and for our people. And I like to see that too.
well,
working on
Ward
that.
8 is a very diverse ward. You have all kinds of commercial along Hesper Road, you have all kind of industrial around Thompson Drive and all of that area, and you have lots of residential as well. So
Sure.
you're going to have a lot of issues,
Yes,
I'm sure,
yes,
over
yes.
time. So Mohammed, the Chamber of Commerce is always looking for candidates in elections, politicians, people in general, to come forward with some big, bold ideas. And I'm wondering if you have any big, bold thoughts that you'd like to put forward.
For Cambridge, yeah, for sure. Cambridge, we said about convention center, yes, we need that.
That's a big one.
Also, we have to work on bringing more businesses to us. We need to create jobs, more jobs is better. And for that, I think, we have to do something about taxes. Like when you go to Milton, okay, as you know, I sell real estate, right?
Mhm.
And I do sell in Milton too. Milton taxes are so low.
Are they?
They are low. Milton property taxes are lower. So that's one area, but development charges, I think we should give concessions, to the businesses they want to come, tax breaks, maybe free land. We did give before, and I think we have to do more,
Well, business means jobs
Business
mean
means
taxes, and you get them all back sooner or later, for sure.
Well, we remember that 1985 when Toyota that Cambridge came on the map.
What a difference.
And, a big difference, So I think we have to bring more businesses to the Cambridge, and I will certainly work on that with the rest of the team and with our mayor.
I'd like to touch base with you on LRT. You probably know that the Chamber was opposed to LRT, certainly in its current form. Our biggest opposition, of course, was that Cambridge taxpayers get to pay for a service that they don't actually get to have come into town, so the LRT line itself. But that battle has been waged, and it's done. I'm wondering if you have any thoughts on how we can accelerate the process of getting LRT to Cambridge, if in fact we should, or other improvements that you might think of.
Well, Brian, in my opinion, we do need LRT, but I think not at this point, okay? Maybe after 10, 15 years. As is now, that, LRT project has been started.
Yes.
They started that. Even in Kitchener-Waterloo, they will not have enough rider for that. And Cambridge is going to pay for that, right?
Yes.
We are going to pay for that. Unfortunately, we are part of the big picture, so we have to share the cost. I think in the long term, we need it. At this point, I don't think that we need LRT at this point.
So you think accelerating LRT to Cambridge wouldn't be wise right now? Let's wait until there's
Not
better
right now.
ridership.
Not right now, but because we are part of region, we are paying now for that now. So I think eventually we need it. We should work on that, and then so they should share the cost too. The people in Kitchener-Waterloo, they should also share the cost.
Mm-hmm.
So I think eventually we should get it, but not now.
Okay.
We don't need now.
Along the same lines, speaking of transit, you know that Kitchener has a GO train that goes to Toronto every morning and one that comes home every night, but the province has promised Kitchener that they're going to have two-way, all-day GO service. Mm-hmm. And that's lovely, except Cambridge has been waging that war for decades, trying to get GO service here. The route from Cambridge to Toronto is shorter, much quicker commute, and less expensive to build up. And yet, here we are, Kitchener's getting it, and we're still trying to get it. How do you feel about GO service to Cambridge?
GO train, I think it's it's really good for us, and we should try it. And I was speaking to our mayor, Doug Craig, and one reason he wants to be in this term is he wants to bring the GO train. And I will love to work with him and bring it, because GO train will be a real plus for us. People can commute. Not only that, then it will be easier for us to attract more business then. Like, when the GO train is there, like people, so I think it's good for us. We should try for that, and that would be a right idea.
Everything ties together, doesn't it? It really does.
It does.
It really does.
It does.
Mohammed, where do you see Cambridge being in 25 years?
25 years? In my opinion, Cambridge, I think Cambridge should be about 200,000 people that by that time. It will be. And Cambridge should have a university. I'm sure the college, Kansaw College, will grow, and it should, and we are part of it. And we should have a convention. There will be a convention center. I'm sure we'll work for that. And that's how I see it. Cambridge, we have a great location, great workforce, diversified population. I think Cambridge will do really well.
Yeah, good.
It will be great.
So I should stick
we
around
may not
for
be
25
around.
years, eh?
Well, God knows better.
I'm going to do my best.
Thank you. Yeah, you are young.
As you well know, Cambridge is, for the first time, going to offer online and telephone voting. We'll be the first municipality in the region to do so, the only one. Not the first in the province. It's been done before, and with great success. It promises to increase voter participation. I'm not sure how dramatically, how quickly, but it does change the options. People will be able to, for a 2-week period, vote online or by telephone, which hopefully will engage perhaps a different demographic. How do you feel about online and telephone voting?
It's good. I think more people will vote for that. But what I saw, yesterday I met at least about 100, homeowners. Only yesterday, and I did ask. I was surprised. Not too many people know. Not too many.
They don't know.
We have to, I think, advertise it a little bit more. But I think it's good.
Well, their voter registration card, if they've got it yet and they should have it by now and looked at it. It lays out all the options.
Yes.
It's pretty clear.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
I think it's an addition. It's a plus.
Good. Well, before we wrap up, Mohammed, is there anything you'd like to say directly to the voters of Ward 8?
Well, all I want to tell the voter in my ward that I share your problems and concerns, and I have lived in your ward since early 2004, and I'm really familiar with that, and I know many of you, and I pledge that, if you vote for me, I will work very hard along with you, and I will listen to you, and I'll work very hard for you.
But remember, you can't vote for Mohammed or any other candidate if you don't get out and do that. You have lots of opportunity this time. Between October 11th and 25th, you can vote online or by telephone. Just follow directions on your voter registration card. It's that simple. You can vote by using your phone or using your phone for internet, or pick up the phone and talk, or you can go online and do it. You can do it at 2 o'clock in the morning, 24 hours a day for 2 weeks. On October 27th, of course, you can go to the polls and mark your paper ballot the traditional way. One way or another, it's very important. Do exercise your right. Cast your ballot. And Mohammed, thank you very much for being here today. I've enjoyed talking to you, and I wish you the best of luck in the campaign.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.